Hi everyone, this is Smriti. Welcome to QA automation classes. So today we're going to continue on the Git interview series, and in today's session we will be looking more into the staging area. What exactly is the staging area or the index, and what are the branch. So I have listed out all the questions here. So today we're going to discuss what is staging area or index, how to see the files present in the staging area, when to add to the staging area, right? And what is the Git branching, different operations on the branch, like how to create a branch, how to list out all the branches, how to switch your checkout to a branch, how to rename a branch, how can you delete a local branch, as well as how can you delete a remote branch. Okay, so let's start with the first one, that is what is the staging area or the index. So before that, let me open the Git bash. Okay, so ls I have to go to Git demo repository. This is the Git repository we have created yesterday. So cd Git tab, it will auto populate. So now I'm inside the Git demo repository. So I'm inside the master branch now. Okay. So let's see ls -l. So what are the files we have here? So we have only one file, that is file1.txt. Okay. So there is only one file is there. So now let's understand the concept of the staging area, right? So earlier also in yesterday's class also you have seen, right? So we have to create a file and then we have to add some code or update some code to it, and then we have to add that to the staging area. So staging area is right before making the final commit to the Git, right? Our local Git. The user who's doing that code update or the new code development, they have the option to review the code, right, and make the necessary changes if required. And this place where they can review their code and again do some changes is needed, that is called as the index or the staging area, right? And after the changes are made, the user can add the changed file into the staging area, and then they have to commit that, right? And there is also different options are there how to add to the staging area, that we'll see shortly. Okay, so let's say this is file1.txt, this is already there. So how would you understand what is there in the staging area, like what is the status of the staging area? So let's say git status. So this command will give you if something you have changed in local that is not yet present in the staging area or the index. Now if you see here, what we are seeing, we are seeing working tree clean. Okay, so we are saying here working tree clean, that means what? So nothing to commit on the branch master, nothing to commit, and working tree is clean. That means we don't have any problem with this one. Whatever we have in our local, that is already committed, right? That is already committed, so there is no changes. So here we can do one thing. So let's update this file1.txt. So vi file1.txt. Vi editor opens, insert, go to the insert mode, enter, new line added. Okay, something escape colon wq man. Okay, so now cat say file1.txt. So now you see, so this is a new line I have added recently. Okay, so earlier it had these two lines and this is the new line got added. So now if I see, the content of the file has been changed. Where it is changed? It is in my working copy. So there are three things. One is the working copy, second one is your staging area, and the third one is the commit. Okay, three things. Okay, so first one, we are working locally, that is our working copy. In my working copy I have updated file1.txt, I have added new line, but these new changes are not there in the staging. So let's see what is there in the staging. So that how to understand that one, we can again run git status. So when you say git status on the branch master, so it will say modified file1.txt in the red, you can see here. So it is saying, so this file that is already available in the staging, but what is the content of that file that is present in the staging is not in sync with whatever the content you have on your working copy or the local, right? Because see, in the local I have added new line added, but in the staging area up to this was present, right? These two lines were present, this third line was not present there. So that's why it is saying, so there is a change to this file, so that has been modified. So now what we need to do, we need to add this file to the staging area, so that whatever the local changes we made, that will be persisting into the staging area or the indexed area. So how to do that? So we can say git add file1.txt. Okay, so now if you see, we have added the file1.txt to the staging area. So file1.txt was already in the staging area, but due to the some modification, we are going and saying, okay, so again add this file1 to the staging area. So now if I run git status, so I won't see any modified or the untracked file, nothing will be there. So if you see here, this is modified, but it is in the green color now. That means whatever was there in the local, that has been pushed to the staging area or the indexed area, right? So after this is done, now we can go and do a commit. Okay, so how to do commit? We know git commit hyphen m. So let's say, before that, let's see the git log. I'm giving first commit, second commit, right? Okay, so let's say git so we have to do the git commit, right? Git commit hyphen f, give the message. So I'll say my third commit, my third commit. Okay, sorry. So I'll say my third commit. Okay, so enter. So now this has been committed. Okay, if you want to see, you can see the git log now. So you will see three commits, my third commit on the top, and then second commit and first commit. Okay, three commits are there. So now if you want to see what is there in the staging area index, how does the index look like? So git status, I can again put the git status. Okay, git status. Okay, so now nothing to commit, working tree clean. So that means always remember, the staging area or the index will always have the it can have either the code changes that has been already committed, right, or it always contains the code changes that is going to be committed, right? So in now if I saying git status, so in the staging area whatever changes are there, that is already committed to the my um, local commit to the git, right? Or in the earlier case, after adding the after changing the file, right, instead of adding, we change the file. So after changing the file, whenever we added it to the staging area, so it was like it was having the details of the changes to be committed, right? So right, okay, so this is how you can see the status of the staging area. So we saw by changing a file content, okay, which was already added into the added to the staging area. But now let's see uh, how about when we create a new file. Okay, so let's create a new file and see vi file2.txt. So now insert I. Okay, so I'll say this is file2.txt. Okay, escape colon wq done. So now cat file2.txt. So now if you see, this is file2.txt, this is the new file that got created. Okay, but I have not yet added to the staging. So now when I say git status, okay, what it should give me, it will give me untracked files. That means you have created a file in your local or working copy, but you have never put it into the or add it into the staging area. Okay, so that's why it is saying untracked file. If you see here, untracked files, if there are multiple new files you have created and it is not added to the staging area, it will say, okay, these are the untracked files that you have created, but you have never put it into the staging area. That's why it's saying file2.txt. So now if you want to go ahead, you can do one thing. You can first add this one to the staging, and then only you can do the commit. Okay, you cannot directly do the commit. So now I'll say, and adding also there are two options. One is like git add, and you can give the exact file name to add that particular file to the staging area or index area. Otherwise, if there are multiple files and you know all of them has to go to the staging area, so then you can say git add space dot. So dot represents all the files in that particular folder, right? In which folder we are, directory we are, all the files that will get added to the staging area. But you need to be very careful with the dot, because sometimes there will be logs and some other files, screenshot or something, you don't need them, right? You don't need them to add to the staging area. So you need to be very careful with that one. So let's go and add. We have only one file, so either we can say git add file2.txt, or I can say git add space dot. Okay, both are fine. So now if we run git status, you can see it is already added, right? So it is not now not an untracked file. This file is now getting tracked through the getting added to the staging area, right? So now I can do the commit. So git commit hyphen m. So I can say my fourth commit, enter. Okay, so now git log. So you can see first, fourth commit, third commit, second commit. Okay, everything is there. So now then the next thing is okay, so commit is done, and I can say there will be one more thing. Okay, so we need to add like we will again update the content of the file, and again without adding it, we can directly do a commit. Okay, so how to do that? Okay, so in order to do that, I can do one thing. So yeah, press Q to come out of the that window, and here we have the dollar sign. Again we can put the next query. So now the intent is to the file2.txt is there, right? So file2.txt we have just now added. So let's update the content of the file2.txt. vi file2.txt. Okay, so now this is file2.txt. Go to the insert mode and let's add a new line. Escape colon wq line. Okay, so now the file2 is updated, so I can say git status. Okay, so it will say the file2 is modified. See, this is not on track, like this file is already added to the staging, but something has modified. So either we can again add it, or we can directly go to the commit. So how to do that commit? We can say git commit hyphen a m. So a means first add. So first add this file to the staging area, or update whatever the new content is there, and then give the message. Okay, my fifth commit. Okay, and enter. So now you see it's been added. So you can do git log to see all those changes. So maybe okay, my second commit, first commit. Okay, so now you can see okay, so my fifth commit, my fourth commit, third commit, second commit, and first commit. Okay, so put a q so that it will come out of the next. So this is how you should do when you add a file. You have to add it to the staging area. Let's say about delete a file also. Okay, so how, if you have deleted, let's say we will delete the file2.txt. So I'll say rm file2.txt. So now I have deleted. Before that, I will say how to know what are the files are present in the staging area. For that, we have a command called git ls-files. Okay, so git ls-files. So you should give the file1.txt and file2.txt. So this is exactly will give you. Okay, so I have file1.txt as well as the file2.txt in the staging area or the index area, right? And apart from this, whenever you are deleting a file, so let's say go to the scenario where we are going to delete the file2.txt. So I'll say rm file2.txt. Okay, so what will happen here? So that file will get deleted, right? So when I'm saying ls, I can see only file1.txt is present. But what about the staging area? This is my local. In my local, I have file2.txt, right? In my local, I have file1.txt because file2.txt is deleted. But when I go to the staging area, this is my staging area, right? In my staging area, I am seeing file1.txt and file2.txt. Okay, because file2.txt is only deleted in my working copy, that is in my local. So I have to make these changes to the staging area also. So let's run the git status and see. The status is saying, okay, you already deleted file2.txt in your working copy, but you have never updated or added that to the indexed area or the staging area. Okay, so here what we are going to do, again we are going to add. We will say git add, so file2.txt. Okay, so now git status. Okay, so now it is saying deleted, file2.txt is deleted. So now let's say git ls-files. So you see the file1.txt is now only present. The file2.txt is also getting deleted or got deleted from the staging area or indexed area. Okay, so this is like whether you do some changes, you have to add that file again to the staging area. If that file is already added to the staging area, you can combine that addition and the commit with the -am. Okay, that is one thing. And the second thing is right, when you add a new file altogether, right, there is a new file, so anyhow you have to add it into the staging area. And similarly, when you delete a file from your local or working copy, you have to add that file to the staging area, then only that file will get deleted from the staging area, and again you can further do the commit on top of it. Okay, so hope everything is clear. So whatever changes we have, let's do the commit. Okay, so I'll say git commit name. Okay, so now what it is saying, one file change, two deletions, delete mode 100644 file2.txt. So now the file2.txt is already been deleted. Okay, so now we have only one file. In the commit also we'll see only one file, file1.txt. Okay, that's all about the staging area, guys. Okay, so I think it took some time to explain the things. So we'll do one thing, we'll continue with the different like this branching related stuff in the next class. Okay, so I hope everyone is clear on these things. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the comment box. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as there are links to the WhatsApp and as well as the Telegram. If you guys are really enjoying the sessions and the content, please do consider about the subscribing to them also, right? So yeah, we will meet in the next class and we'll briefly discuss about the grid branching. Okay, thank you.